time now for our Critics Corner, and this weekend it's all about the Tonys. Back with us is Neil Zorn from the Delaware County Times, a man who has never lost for words or an opinion.
But now I'm following an animal act.
I know, this is tough.
Yes.
Luckily there's no babies crawling
That's
around
right.
and like
the
little
animals
kids.
were cute.
They were awesome.
So you have to be
They were
careful
awesome.
about that.
Yeah. Big weekend, Tony Awards.
It's a huge weekend. And for the viewer too, for the television viewer too, because it gives people a chance to see Broadway. And a lot of people don't get to ever see a Broadway show or don't see enough of them. But this is a chance to see the best of Broadway and see what's really happening this year. So even if you look at it as an entertainment, and you don't really know all the nominees, although when you hear of them, you'll know the nominees. I think it's a good thing to do because it's the best produced award show on television because it's live entertainment. From live entertainers.
They know how to do it well.
Right.
And so you've made some predictions here.
Yes, I have.
Are you usually really good at them?
I'm usually good, but this is a tough year.
Oh.
It's a tough year because nothing, in the musical category, yes, but in the play category, nothing is outstanding.
Doesn't fit the mold.
And there's races in all the acting categories.
Okay, so what is the best play? What are you thinking?
Best play, I'm thinking it's going to be All the Way. Which is a play about Lyndon Johnson.
And
it's about the part of the year between the year when, after Kennedy gets assassinated, before he gets reelected, he gets elected on his own in 1964.
Right.
And it's also about the Civil Rights Act, the beginning of Vietnam, and things like that. And it's a really fine play. I would give the award, though, to Act One, which is a good old-fashioned play. I felt like I was in the theater in the 60s or 50s watching a play by Lillian Hellman or somebody like that. Well made. And it's about Moss Hart, the person who directed Camelot and who wrote a lot of plays from the 30s on. And it's a good story of a life that stars Tony Shalhoub. There's somebody you would know, and he's nominated for a Tony this year for Best Actor.
Yeah, and All the Way also has a pretty fabulous acting.
Yes, it does. It has Bryan Cranston, and we'll get to him any minute now.
So what are some other picks that you have before we get to him? Oh, there he is.
There's Bryan, yes.
Oh my goodness.
There's Bryan already as Lyndon Johnson. And he's a great Lyndon Johnson. We're jumping.
That's okay. We'll go with the flow.
We'll go with the flow, exactly. And he's a great Lyndon Johnson because you never thought Lyndon Johnson was so lively. He's jumping and he has lots of jokes and he's always cracking at people. And it's a great performance. Cranston shows that he can go from Walter White to Lyndon Johnson. Same way from Malcolm in the Middle to Walter White. And he's even good in Godzilla. So,
which could have been a really hard jump for him to get off of Breaking Bad and get into another role. But he seems to have done that seamlessly, and he just looks different in everything, and he feels different, his demarr, and he really transitions.
And he shows he's a great actor and a great stage actor. You can see he loves it. He loves being Lyndon Johnson. His competition is a man named Mark Rylance, who I would give the Tony to because he did Richard III and was brilliant. I would give Mark Rylance 2 Tonys, as a matter of fact, because he's also up for 12th Night. He'll get it for 12th Night. I predict Bryan Cranston will win Best Actor in a play.
I'll second that prediction. On to musicals, because this is where my forte is.
Exactly.
In the musical.
And it's been a decent year for musicals, but there's one that stands out. I call it the Everyman musical. It's Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder. Did you ever see a 1949 movie called Kind Hearts and Coronets?
I have not. I can't say that I've seen it.
Well, in that movie, there's a man who is the 9th in line to be a baronet, and he has no money, and he has no title, and he loves a woman who is in a different class from him. So to get to be the baronet, he has to kill the 9 people between him and the title. All 9 of those people are played by Alec Guinness. In Gentleman's Guide on Broadway, they're all played by Jefferson Mays. And they're all played by Jefferson Mays, who was up for Best Actor in a musical. And it's just a delight. It's a big romp that goes all the way through, and there's lots of humor. It's funny. It's musical. The music is like a very musical type.
Silly.
Silly. It's silly.
So do you think that guy is going to take the Best Actor in a musical?
No, I don't.
You don't?
I
okay.
don't.
Well, what
I
do
think
you
it's going to be Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh, well, of course.
And actually, it could be. Neil Patrick Harris spit on me last week.
NPH can do no wrong right now.
He spit on me last week. I was sitting right in front of him on the 4th row, and he actually had to take my Clorox wipes out. But that's beside the point.
He's the darling of really Broadway and theater, but really all of Hollywood. Everybody loves this guy. What is it about him? He's just
talented.
got that thing.
He's talented. He's uninhibited. He licks the stage. He does all kinds of things. He licks people's glasses.
If
goes
I
out,
knew that, I
messes
would have
her
been
hair.
licking the stage a long time ago. You know.
But in Hedwig the Angry Inch, he gets to play a rock star, and he really is a rock star. You see him transition, and so it's really great.
So So you think he will be the
I think
best
Neil Patrick
musical
Harris
actor?
will win over Jefferson Mays, but I wouldn't be surprised if Mays wins. Musical actress, I think it's going to be Jessie Muller for playing Carole King.
Oh yeah,
Beautiful.
This is
The
one
musical
everyone's
is
talking about.
yeah. Her performance. You feel like she's channeling Carole King. She has the voice down. She has the rhythm down. You see Carole King go from being a songwriter to a song performer, somebody who decides to write for herself. At first, she can't even write words. So I think Jessie Muller is going to beat Sutton Foster, who is her competition for Violet, for the best actress in a musical.
And you know what? Carole King had such an amazing body of work that it's hard to go wrong. I mean, the performance, thank goodness, the performance matches because it's really beautiful, beautiful.
Exactly, exactly. And Jessie Muller is fantastic. You just love her and love the music. And so I think she's going to have to come home with the Tony on
Neil,
Sunday.
always a pleasure. You'll come back again, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
All right.
I look forward to it. I'm not leaving.
Don't ever leave. Stay tuned because Neil will not leave. Our All Hart Pick of the Week is up next.